Gordon Severson, thanks for being on the show with us again. And we're talking money resolutions. I know we were just talking, a lot of people on my timeline are like, my January 1st does not start in January, it starts February 1st. So a lot of people already giving up on their goals, sadly. How can people continue to reach their money resolutions?
Yeah, and one of the things we talk about in this episode is that according to a lot of surveys, money and saving money was the #1 resolution heading into 2025. So a lot of people are focusing on that. They're worried about their money. They're wanting to save some money. And I think a big way to do this is to automate a lot of things. You know, we have a lot of automatic payments for rent. It automatically is taken out of our account every month. One thing you can do is, automatically save. Make sure that that money goes right into a separate account with your paycheck. You do this with 401ks, with your retirement. So if you want to save more money, find a way to make it where you don't have to think about it. You can just do it automatically. And then if you find that it's too much, you can always dial it back a little bit if your budget gets a little tight one month.
I like that, kind of taking it slow, taking it at your pace. I know too, we've had just in January alone, a lot of moving parts with, a new administration coming in, still dealing with inflation. How can we kind of navigate those things?
Yeah, that's another topic we talk about in this episode. Is I talked to a few financial advisors and an economist about what are some of the topics that people should really be focusing on with money here in the new year. And one of the biggest ones is the new Trump administration coming in. And they tell me that a lot of the changes that we've been seeing in these first couple of days with this new administration haven't necessarily focused a lot on money in the economy, but those changes are coming. And so that's something to keep an eye on. But all the experts I talked to also said that if it's out of your control, like the federal government, don't get too worried about it. Like, keep track of it, but control what you can control. If there's something with your finances, if there's something with your budget, focus more on that, because with the federal government, they're going to do what they're going to do, and you really aren't going to change that. So don't lose sleep over that. Keep track of it, but focus on the things you can change personally with your own finances.
For sure, definitely stay informed. Are there a couple of things that they can keep track of while they're waiting to hear what the federal government's going to do?
I think, just keeping an eye on the tariff situation. Some of the experts I was talking to say that it could be a while before these actually affect the average consumer, because it's going to take a little bit of time for them to kind of pass them, sign everything. And then a lot of these companies that you buy products from are kind of stocked up on their inventory, and a lot of them are stocking up right now, anticipating these tariffs. So they might not have to pass those prices on to the consumer for a little bit. But if there is a big ticket item that you're looking at and considering, you may want to consider buying that early before the tariffs kick in a few months or a year or however long it takes. Some other things is to just, kind of keep an eye on the tax situation. I'm not expecting any big changes for this tax season, but for next year, there could be with this new administration, how they approach taxes. So just keep an eye on some of those things for your family finances.